Hello, my gorgeous group ones. Welcome to your reading. Thank you for joining me here today. Today's reading is going to be a cute little topic about who wants to be your Valentine. Okay, so this first and foremost is a collab with the gorgeous, the beautiful, the amazing 𝐓𝐡𝐮𝐦𝐻 Mystical Mermaid. Now, we have been mutuals for a while now, probably like a year or two, could be longer, over on TikTok, right? But the reason why I ended up following her on TikTok is because I used to love her videos. Not used to, I still do. But like a long time ago when I was first getting to tarot readings, I used to love watching her readings over on YouTube. And then when I, started a TikTok a long time ago, she was one of the first people that popped up. And I'm like, wait, but she had stopped posting readings for a minute, which is why I kind of like stopped watching them a little bit because there were no readings to watch. Okay. And then fast forward, I'm like, wait, I know this name. Why does it look so familiar? And then I click on it, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is my girl. You know, it's your girl. Let me stop. But anyway, and then we started getting to know each other, watching each other's videos, like each other's videos over on TikTok. And then I was like, do you want to do a collab with me? And she was like, yeah. And I'm like, okay, let's go then, right? So this is a collab. Go watch her video. Her reading is going to be about why do they want to be your Valentine and how do they view you. So I'll be going over who wants to be your Valentine. She'll be going over why do they want to be your Valentine. Okay. Then I'll do another video after this one, which would be who's crushing on you, right? And then she's going to do a reading on how does that crush view you, right? So you see what's going on here? So make sure to go check out the videos over on her channel. They will be linked in the description box. I could also, paste them in the comments below, but let's get into the reading. I feel like I've been talking too much. So I'm excited. I haven't done a collab with this channel and I'm excited. Okay, so let's get into it. Please Spirit count me the energy of my gorgeous group ones and who wants to be their Valentine. So we're getting all into the who, right? And she's going to be getting into the why and the how do they view you, okay? So stay tuned for that. It's going to be a two-part collab. We're going to be releasing a video. This is the first video if you're watching it, and then the second video will be the one that comes out next. So let's get into it. Please, Spirit, who is crushing on... that's the wrong question. Who wants to be your Valentine? Who wants to be my group one's Valentine? Please, Spirit, who wants to be my group one's Valentine? We have a Knight of Coins. Okay, so someone who's more serious, more stoic, more quiet. They're definitely someone you can rely on, someone you can depend on with the Knight of Coins coming through. This person could be a Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. So this person's very duty-bound, very duty-driven. Their honor, their responsibilities, their work, that kind of stuff. Their family comes first is what's coming through. So... and we have the Hermit. That makes a lot of sense. We have Virgo energy confirming the earth signs that were coming through. This person also have air in their chart. We have the Queen of Wands, someone who's quite attractive. This is giving me the kind of person who doesn't know how attractive they are. Because with this person doesn't really rely on their physical energies or their physical looks to get them anywhere. They rely more on their hard work, their word is their bond kind of energy. Their smarts, their knowledge, their wit. So this is not someone who's walking around relying on their pretty privilege to get by in life, whether they're feminine or masculine energy, right? So what matters to them most is their qualities that are like more about their hard work and there's, oh my gosh, like there's something that I was hearing. Give me a second. Like their sense of self and their, chivalry and stuff like that is what they, I guess, pride themselves in more than what they look like physically. But this is the kind of person who either doesn't know how attractive they are and they're very attractive, or they don't use it to like take advantage of people the way other people do, right? They're not like, that's not their bread and butter. Okay, then here we have the Ace of Coins. So like a lot of pentacles coming out for your person. Someone who's very responsible, right? Someone who can make $1 out of 15 cents. They're a hustler. And then we have the Three of Swords, so they could be going through a heartbreak, or they would be someone who's considered a heartbreaker. I'm also hearing there's something here about them not being the easiest to get to know emotionally. So this is someone who has a crush on you who would never tell you, is what's coming through with the Hermit card. They're admiring from afar. This could be someone that you work with or you're in close quarters with, right? So school, work, hobbies, things like that. or like friends. You could know them through friends. So this is like the kind of friend who's always quiet, just always watching you. You kind of think they don't like you, but they actually do. They're just really good at like concealing their emotions kind of energy. I love this person already because I can vibe with that for real. If I like someone, you will never know. I'm going to be the meanest person ever to you if I like you. So you will never have any idea that I actually like you, okay? Anyway, yeah, there's someone who's quite attractive, but like I said, they don't use that attraction. I'm hearing until they have to. Good day, and I said good day. That's hilarious. Until they have to is crazy. Okay, interesting. So yes, we have someone who's quite responsible. They're down to earth. Okay, this person can be like very built if they are a masculine, because I'm getting like muscles here from this guy here. Their back is very built at the very least, because that's what's showing here. They can have like a very strong side profile, because wow, all these guys in the pictures, right, they have a very strong side profile. And even in this card here, if this is a feminine person coming through, they have like a very strong side profile. They you know what? This is definitely giving me the strong, silent, stoic nerd or shy guy in the corner who's just like watching you. They don't think that you would like them, but they're very attractive, but they just don't, I don't know, they haven't blossomed yet, right? This is someone who hasn't realized how attractive they are yet. So I'm telling y'all, group one, you better smash this person up while you can, because once they do, you never know what happens, because people try to act brand new once they realize how attractive they are, or they haven't gone through like their glow up where they know how to dress for themselves, they know how to make themselves look good. So they're still walking around looking like maybe like a teenager, they still dress like a teenager, they haven't like figured out the style, how to style their beauty or their looks yet, you know? So they're walking around like what they grew up wearing, right? Clothes that may not really fit the best, or hide what they really have, or hides what they really have. So if this is someone who's quite muscular, it hides that. If this is someone who's quite curvy or attractive, or they have curves and, you know, fat and, you know, jiggly stuff in all the right places, you would never know because they try to hide it. You know what I mean? Or like I said, they haven't fully tapped into how to dress themselves, right? They're not really into fashion. They're more so into books. They're into facts and figures. They're into working, making money. They're not really like fashionistas. Okay, I'm hearing romaxinistas. Hilarious. Ah! So this person doesn't do a lot of shopping. They definitely do more reading. I'm hearing book checking. Is that something? Like a book clerk, a librarian is the kind of vibe coming through here. Not that librarians don't know how to dress, because they definitely do, some of them, right? But it's definitely giving me that librarian, the nerd in the corner, the guy who loves anime, the girl who loves anime. And you know, people like that don't really, their focus isn't pop culture and what everyone else is, caring about. They're very much like niche. They have one specific thing they like to talk about, watch, do, and that's them right there. You know what I mean? Okay. Anything else coming through? We have the Ace of Coins. Yeah, someone who's trying to build upon something. They have like an idea. I'm hearing, I've got an idea from SpongeBob. So this person could have come up with a new concept or a new like launch, or they have like a new idea of how to do something and they're like working on that, right? Also, I'm hearing like side hustle, trying to make $1 out of 15 cents. Yeah, this person's hustling for real. Like there's something here about having a side business or two jobs, or trying to build up something on the side while having a 9 to 5, right? So something that's going to be like more fruitful on the side, something that they can control, right? I'm hearing something that gives them financial freedom or the ability to travel wherever they want to go. You know, some 9 to 5 jobs, they don't allow you to travel. You got to go into the office, 5 days a week, and you only get 2 days off. And if you work for yourself or have an, I was going to say 9 to 5, no, and have like a job where you're self-employed, you can just do whatever you want, or it's mostly over the computer kind of energy. This person could be trying to, what do they call it? Shift, migrate, transition, that's a better word. Yes, this person could be trying to transition their business into a more online business, or they're trying to transition from an office 9 to 5 job into a more online business where they can definitely do what they want to do from all over the world, right? So that could be content creating, because all you need is a camera and your phone and Wi-Fi and you're good to go. You know what I mean? Or if you're doing things on the computer or IT or oh my gosh, yo, I'm screaming. Yo, spirit don't know how to let me live, bro. Like, I channel so chaotically, okay? So, this person could be white from the mountains of Caucasus, you know what I mean? Because when I said IT, I heard YT, YT, YT. Oh my gosh, have y'all seen that? I'm sure you have. I'm sure you have. Because whenever the certain things come through, there's always one or two people in the comments who are like, "Yep, I get what you're saying." So there's a song that went around on social media a few years ago, where it was like, "YT, YT, YT. If you're black, I have nothing for you, but if you're white, I have something for you." Oh my gosh, that song is so hilarious. And I feel like it came through because of, but I recently heard it in a video where a girl was like comparing or using that song to describe Olivia Pope. Is it Pope? Yeah, Olivia Pope on Scandal. How she said something about how Olivia was only dating white men in the show, and the song she was like Olivia Pope on Scandal, YT, YT, YT. Anyway, that's enough backstory on that, but that's what's coming through. So this person could be a YT, okay? They're not brown, they're white, right? For some of you, going, oh my god, this person who has a crush on you, right? And it's kind of reminding me of how Anwar White loves to break down his videos by saying that the white men are checking for you if you are my women of color, and you think, oh, these white men are checking for you. They are, but sometimes they're scared to approach you because they think that you only date people of your race or background, or they're just shy. They're not as aggressive or confident as these black men out here. They will corner you on the side of the street until you take down their number or their Instagram. These white men would never do that, right? Some of them, you never know. You never know, okay? But anyway, that's what's coming through for your person. The Three of Swords is an energy of, yeah, they could definitely be a little bit of a low-key heartbreaker, right? Because everyone, it doesn't matter your background, where you're from, how you look on the outside. Everyone has a little bit of heartbreaker in them. You know what I mean? Or this person could be nursing a heartbreak, okay? Yeah, okay, let's see what else we can get about who this person is. Let's get some cards from here. So far we have Virgo energy quite strong with this person. With the Queen of Wands, there's someone who's quite confident. They're quite ambitious, quite forward moving. This person could definitely be a boss, or they have like a high position wherever they work, or they have the capacity for that. They may be someone who's like working for other people, but they just have those leadership qualities. You know what I mean? Some people who are leaders do not have leadership qualities. So you could be like a worker bee and have leadership qualities, and other people, and be working for people who don't, kind of energy. So just because they have leadership qualities does not always mean that they have their own business or something, but I do believe there's something on the side they're trying to, dabble in, Let's see what else is coming through for your person. That song is killing me. YT. Who, child? Okay, so now if you have some kind of idea of who this person is, right? And you want to kind of like draw them in because you like what you're hearing, or you like them and they like you, but they're not making a move. Anwar White says you have to start the conversation. Sometimes when you're a woman of color, it doesn't have to be just black. It could be someone who's Indian, Muslim. It doesn't really matter. As long as there's some color, melanin to your skin, you have to make the first move sometimes. Just start the conversation. That's all you got to do. Don't ask him out. Just start the conversation so he knows you're open, right? And he also says if a guy, so if you have a person in your life who you have a crush on, or they're always like talking to you for like even 3 minutes every day, you're like kind of like, they're being friendly, talking to everyone. No, he's like, as long as a guy is talking to you for longer than 3 minutes, he's interested. All right, we gotta watch Anwar White, ladies, okay? Especially for women of color. He be getting y'all together. He be getting me together. He be getting all of us together real quick when it comes to dating and how to navigate this dating world out here, okay? He's like, if his feet are pointed towards you, he's interested, right? So if you're standing in the same room in a group by yourselves and his feet are pointed in your direction, he's checking for you. He's like positioning himself to always be able to look at you, right? If you're always looking up and catching his eye, it's not a coincidence. He's looking at you, sis, okay? Right? What else did he say? Start the conversation, make conversation, and if he's talking to you for longer than 3 minutes, he's interested. Because no guy's going to be sitting there making conversation for 3 minutes for what? Okay? But sometimes you just have to open up the conversation. Hi, how you doing? Da, 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 da. And if he continues it and carries it on for longer than 3-5 minutes, he's definitely interested. So that's your in, ladies, okay? Or men, if you're also a white man and you're wondering how to approach a black woman. I can't tell you. I'm a black woman, yes I am, but I can't tell you now. I like people who are direct. Okay? Not pushy, direct. They're two different things. So please, Spirit, who else is this person? Who wants to be their Valentine? We have let go, make room for new beginnings on its way to you now. So this person did recently let go of something. they could have just recently broke up with someone, and they're trying to, yeah, plant this new foundation in their life because they're starting over. Every breakup, no matter how short or how long you're with someone, every breakup, disconnection, whatever, is a new beginning. You're planting a new seed to go out there and find somebody else. You know what I mean? Here we have a liar. Be careful if someone's sneaky. So this person is sneaking around you. I'm telling you, they're tipping and toeing. Okay? Someone who feels better in the background of your life. They could be, like I said, intimidated or scared to say anything to you. Why do cards fall out like that? Are these meant for me? No, we'll shuffle again. Okay, please swear, who is this person who wants to be my group one's Valentine? Who wants to be their Valentine? This person is kind of like, I'm not going to say a playboy, but someone who's uninterested in love. Because I'm looking at Eros here, and he looks very bored in the card, right? This person, Eros, is also the Greek embodiment of, like, Cupid. So there you go. There could be something here about this person trying to play Cupid between the two of you guys. Or if you have someone who likes to play Cupid with other people, that could be coming through as well. Here we have move on. Yeah, this person's in the process of moving on from someone or something. Someone is unavailable, a waste of time, it's over. I'm not really getting this as like they're a waste of time, it's over. It could be if you want to take it that way. But I'm not really getting that vibe, but this person is moving on from something, so they may not want to jump into something serious right away. But then you never know, because some people do. When they break up with someone, they're ready to jump into something right away, you know? This person's also very quite insightful. They're more so like of a watcher. So this person is definitely watching you. And then we have date night. It says get ready to be wined and dined. So at the very least, this person wants to take you out and wine and dine you, okay? So I am getting there's interest here. This is kind of giving me, I don't know why it just came through, but the kind of people who are always like, isn't it gravitating or circling around each other, where when one is in a connection, one is single, and when the other person is single, the other person's in a connection. So it could kind of be that kind of person where this person has been on your radar and you've been on theirs for a long time, but because they haven't said anything or you haven't said anything to them, whatever it may be, they're scared to ask you out. You haven't asked them out whenever they want to ask what you were in a connection. It's kind of giving me that vibe where you've been circling around this, you both know you like each other, but nothing's ever been able to happen. But it's like they're ready to plant a seed now with the Ace of Coins coming through here, right? This person definitely has, they're very attracted to you because we have this person biting the flower. Okay. And you know, funnily enough, excuse me, we have the Queen of Wands here, Psyche. So this person's very much in their head. With the Psyche and the Hermit card coming out, those two very much give you the same energy, okay? Psyche is 12th house vibes, right? That's the Psyche. That could be Pisces coming through. But whenever I think of the Psyche and Hermit, it's someone who's very much in their head. They're kind of psyching themselves out of asking you out because they don't think you like them. They're not good enough, blah, 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 blah. And you, on the other hand, can have a full-blown crush on this person, but they have no idea because they're sitting there talking themselves out of asking you out of doing anything, you know? Very annoying, I know. But that's what's coming through for this person. What else was I going to say? Yeah, they're very attracted to you. I'm very much a vibe. But the Queen of Wands, as you can see the way she's biting her, you know, the petal. But what else I was also gonna say is this girl here always reminds me of Lily Reinhart. I don't know if you know who that is. I know she plays like, I don't know who she plays on Riverdale, but she was a character on Riverdale. And she's a Virgo. So Virgo energy very strong coming through here. I keep looking at her and getting like Lily Reinhart, and that she's a Virgo. I know that much, okay? So let's keep going. Anything else I wanted to pull from? We're going to use these cards to get a bit about how you know this person. Please Spirit tap into the energy of who wants to be their Valentine. How do they know this person? We have 10 of Pentacles. You can know this person through your family, okay? This person could be a boss, is what I just heard as well. This person could have like a lot of money saved away. They're good at saving. This person could work in finance and money, and they help other people make money, so they're good at making money as well. You have the Hierophant in reverse. Interesting. How do you know them? Yeah, the Hierophant, 10 of Pentacles is like marriage card. Hierophant is also a marriage card. With the Hierophant in reverse, though, there could be something here, but you know this person, like they could be a friend's ex-husband, right? Or someone in your vicinity who just broke up with someone you may have known, right? A divorce. Someone who's divorced is what I'm getting, is basically what I'm trying to say, child. Okay? Someone who's divorced, you could know their divorce, you could know of or be friends with their ex-wife or husband kind of energy is what I'm getting as well. You know them through a marriage. Maybe you were at their wedding. It's like a plus one. And they met you then. You guys became close. And, you know, you never made a move because, of course, they were married. Now they're not married anymore kind of energy. I am also getting a boss. So you could know this person at work and they're a boss. That would not be for everyone because not everyone's boss is, first of all, attractive or single. This could be a divorced boss of yours. But Ten of Pentacles is very much giving me, like, you know, work, job, that kind of thing. This person has, like, a lot of money, that kind of energy, or a nice house at the very least, you know. This could be, like, a father who you babysit for those of you who, like, maybe, like, nannies or take care of kids. That's also what I'm getting, especially if they need you to help them take care of these kids because they're divorced now, right? Take a resonates for you. You have the Empress. Ooh, that's sexy. Someone's very attractive. Like I said, we have two cards coming out, the Queen of Swords, but also very analytical. They're very much in their head, like we keep saying, or what keeps coming through. And then we have the Four of Wands in reverse. I don't know what the heck else I can tell y'all. This person is divorced, or they just recently got out of a connection and they could have been waiting. You know, I'm not even going to be putting the narrative out there, but this person could have had their eye on you while they were married. That is not always cheating, guys, okay? It is... You know, many people have wandering eyes, but as long as you don't, you know, act on it, I don't consider that cheating because we all have wandering eyes. There's many people that we see that we would love to sink our claws into. You know, sometimes they happen to be married and you move on and leave it alone, but there's always, like, you know, thinking of someone, they cross your mind, especially if you see them every day, right? But as soon as you start loving someone, that's emotional cheating. I don't like that. Okay, as soon as you start making a move on someone, flirting with someone, that's cheating, right? But just looking at someone and thinking they're attractive and they're an interesting person, not cheating. It's giving me this, right? Or this is someone who's finally, like, their eyes are opening after they went through a painful breakup or a divorce. They're kind of like, you know what, maybe I can see myself with someone again, right? That's the vibe coming through here. But with Ten of Pentacles, someone has a family, they can have kids, right? I'm also hearing, like, what do they call that crap these days? Ethical non-monogamy. I'm also hearing polyamory. There could be something about that coming through. That definitely won't resonate for everyone because not a lot of people are into that, but that's coming through for those people who it's coming through for, okay? Here we have the Empress, who this person is. How do you know them? Empress. Through a mother. Ten of Pentacles could also represent family, so you can know this person through your mother. I'm hearing through church with the Hierophant coming through as well. Or a mother figure, for those of you who don't have mothers, to a mother figure. Queen of Swords is also kind of like your mother's friend or something. Maybe your mother's trying to, you know, hook you up with someone and you've been always like, no, Ma, leave me alone. I don't want you to hook me up with someone, but she actually got somebody good. You never know. I like this person so far. They're chill. You know, they're very chill. And they're ready to wine and dine you. This is kind of giving me, there's a video that I saw on social media where there was this girl who was at the gym working out, and this lady walked up to her. She caught the whole thing on camera. The lady walked up to her and said, "Are you single?" And the girl was like, "Yeah." And she was like, my what'd you say, my nephew or something would love you. And she was like, "Oh, really?" And then she was like, "Yeah." And the lady was like, "Would you mind if I, like, give him your number or your social media or something so that you can get set up on a date or whatever?" And the girl was like, "Yeah, sure, why not?" She was a beautiful girl, so I don't blame the lady for, like, being, you know, but we don't see that happen often, like, where people are still setting people up on blind dates and everything through their community. And she was like, "Yeah, you're just his type. He would love you." And she was like crying. I gotta check into that actually because she was supposed to post how their date went. I need to go back and look into that. Okay, that's reminding me, group one. But it's kind of giving me that this lady walks up to you like in a bar. Let me stop. In the gym, like, my cousin would love you. My nephew would love you. Would you mind if I set you up? And then you get set up and it's only happy ever after. There's something about that, you know? Someone surrounding you, someone you trust, a mentor who wants to set you up with her nephew or her son. Like, is that kind of energy is coming through? Because the queens give me a strong female presence in your life. The Empress is a strong female presence in your life. A mother, if not, you know? A strong female presence, right? Then we have the Ten of Pentacles and the Hierophant. I'm kind of getting like community. So in your community at the gym, someone could have literally done that to y'all, and this person like saw you and liked you or whatever. Anyway, that's what I'm getting for y'all, okay? I'm going to do some dice in a second, but I do want to pull from these cards really quickly to see if we can get anything else about who wants to be your Valentine. Please, Spirit, further tap into the energy of this person who wants to be my group one's Valentine. Who is this person? This person is very, like, I don't know, strong. They have, like, very strong features, is what I'm getting. They're very masculine if they're masculine. They're very feminine if they're feminine, okay? Here we have constancy, that they stand on business. This is my stand on business card. Because you see how her foot is up? She's kind of, like, hands on her hips, like, I wish you would. This person could be a mother, if not a father. I'm sorry if I just said father. This person could be a mother as well, because this is definitely giving me, like, what'd you say? Kind of energy, okay? Here we have a friend. How cute. Look at that, a friend. Someone who you're friends with. This is cute. Okay, please, Spirit, who is this person who wants to be their Valentine? It's going to be different for everyone. Not that card flew out and then flew back in. Don't piss me off. I'm taking you anyway. Here we have a scholar. They are a scholar. They're very studious. If you go to the library quite often, that could be something as well. In your community, in your surroundings, this person wants to be your Valentine. Like I said, if you go to the library, if you're in school or not in school, but you go to the library, if you're a librarian yourself, and you see a guy always comes in and talks to you for extra long, is interested in knowing who you are, it's not just being friendly. He wants to be more than friends. She wants to be more than friends. Continue the conversation. Ask them something. Hey, can I come read with you? Like, what do you do on the da-da-da-da? You have social media. You have Instagram. Give them an opening to be able to ask you out. It's essentially the thing. If it's because this person's giving me like a shy person, they wouldn't outright just say like, hey, you want to go on a date with me? They're too shy for that. They need the opportunity to do that. Like, maybe like your number, Instagram, they can DM you or whatever. I know that's not attractive to everyone. It's not attractive to me, but it's what's coming through for y'all, okay? But yeah, we have a scholar, someone who is very much like brainy energy, always in their head, especially with the Queen of Swords coming through. You know them from school, from work, from your surroundings, from your mother, something like that. And there was a card that flew over in the deck, and then we have a lover. How cute. This person's a lover, not a fighter. They're very romantic, I feel like, if you were just given the chance. We did have wine and dine, and this is literally coming out over wine and dine. Okay? Wine and dine. Go straight to the wine and grind. What's the name of that song? Na 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 na. Na, 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 na. I'm not from here. I'm imported. Import is coming through. And my bank account is looking mighty fine. What did I say? Let's wine and dine. Go straight to the wine and grind. Something like that. Imported by 6 Lack and Jessie Reyes is coming through. So this person could be from a different culture than you or a different country, period. It doesn't have to be a different race. It could just be a different culture. Interesting, but they're definitely a lover. I'm hearing Romeo with off that Romeo. Could be something that's important to this person as well. What else is coming through? I want one more card to make it even. Please, Spirit, who is this person who wants to be my group one's Valentine? Who are they? Thank you. I just needed one for real. We have Lord. So this person does have some means. Like I said, you clean their house. I don't know what jobs y'all be having out here. They have a nice manner. They have like some kind of esteem to them. Like they're the boss. Like I said, they're a boss. I'm sorry. That keeps coming through for somebody, okay? But a Lord, they have like some means to them. They ain't broke. Okay? With the Ten of Pentacles coming through for how you know this person or how you may know them, they have funds, okay? It didn't even come through. They're the opposite of that, what is her name? Jennifer Hudson meme. Insufficient funds. You ain't got no money. Okay? They have money. That's the only thing you gotta worry about. They want to take you out for Valentine's Day. It doesn't have to lead to anything serious, but they just have their eye on you. That's all I gotta say. Okay. Please, Spirit, further clarify the energy from my group ones. We have an Aries coming through. Aries, sun, moon, rising could be something. Here we also have Mercury, so very intelligent, very smart. This person could talk to you a lot. Like I said, especially if they're a friend and they're a guy friend and they text you more often than they text everybody else, it's definitely given they like you, okay, and they want to be your Valentine. Here we have the 4th house family coming through again, so they could definitely have a family, or family is just important to them. I think I said that already in one of these cards here. Here we have a Leo energy coming through. So we have Leo. They could have Leo in their 4th house, Gemini in their 4th house, Virgo in their 4th house, or Aries in their 4th house. We have 11th house coming through here, which is Aquarius energy. This person could have Leo, Virgo, Gemini, or Aries in their 11th house as well. So they're a very social person, or they're very good at having conversations, right? It's giving like Aquarians. They're very good at like speaking. getting to know people, socializing, not so great with romantic connections. So this person could have had a lot of connections that went, sour. Because the Queen of Swords does give someone kind of hard to get close to emotionally, and so does Three of Swords here. But they have there's interest in people, right? But it just never really lasts. It's the vibe is coming through. We have what is this? I forget what this is. That's not Neptune, Pluto maybe? Insufficient funds. You ain't got no money. I can't. That meme. Yeah, that's Pluto. So there is something here about like I'm hearing a trial by fire. There's something here about them having to walk through the flames. They came out transformed or rebirth energy coming through. So they have recently gone through an end. And like I said, they're beginning something new with the Ace of Pentacles, with the Three of Swords. Ten of Pentacles energy coming through. There's been a rebirth in this person's life and who they are, or just they broke up with someone, they got a divorce with someone. Those are all like new beginnings. Okay. Yeah, trial by fire energy. They got burned and Phoenix rising kind of energy coming through here. Okay. So this person could also be like very spiritual, or they could have just embarked on a spiritual journey, right? With the Hermit card, exactly. Yeah. Interesting. Okay, so I really like that actually. That was a vibe, actually, factually. Yeah. I hope it resonated for you guys. That's even if you don't know this person or they don't be your Valentine, at least you know you have someone out there that wants to be your Valentine, right? But like I said, if you have someone whose feet are pointing towards you, they're talking to you longer than normal, they're smiling up in your face, they're just always wanting to be around you, they only talk to you, those are all signs, ladies and gentlemen, that people like you. Okay, so get it together. Not saying you have to ask them out, but just know they're interested, okay? So I hope it resonated. If it did, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, join the tribe. Make sure to go watch the video over on Tame Mystical Mermaid's channel on why they want to be your Valentine. Okay, thank you. And then stay tuned for the next collab. We have a two-parter, which will be how do they view you and who has a crush on you, right? That could be someone new. You never know, okay? But yeah, I hope this resonated. Like I said, if you want to book a reading with me, you could always do so using my email in the description box below. If you want to join the memberships on the channel, you could always do so using the join button anywhere on the screen on YouTube when you exit the video, or you can just click the link in my description box right where the timestamps are, and they'll take you to memberships as well. But yeah, I hope you're having a beautiful, wonderful day whenever you're watching this reading. And as always, I will see you gorgeous people in the next one. Mwah. Bye. Hello, my gorgeous group twos. Welcome to your reading. And thank you for joining me here in today's reading. Today's reading is going to be about who wants to be your Valentine. And it is a collab I'm so excited to announce with the beautiful, the wonderful, the gorgeous, the iconic Tame Mystical Mermaid. Okay, so I don't know if you've heard of her, you've seen her channel, but she's also another tarot reader here on YouTube. And I was watching her, I was binging her videos during the pandemic, back when she was she was posting. Like, I used to love her 18 plus videos. I used to be watching it. I'm like, yes, girl, you resonate with me, because she's also someone who is more selective with who she dates and gives her energy to, right? And I'm like, you know what? I can kindred spirits right there. But I didn't really get to start knowing her until we connected over on TikTok. I remember she stopped posting for a little minute, or I stopped seeing her videos, right? And it's giving out of sight, out of mind, when you don't see something every day or they're not popping up. They don't really you don't really think about it. And then I think I saw her pop up on YouTube, and I'm like, what? Not my girl. You know it's your girl. Let me stop. I can't. Anyway, and then I started a TikTok, right? And then I feel I went away on TikTok for a minute. Then I came back, and one of the first videos that I saw was of her. I'm like, wait, this is my girl. Where has she been? And of course I followed her. And then we started, interacting through since then, whatever you want to call it. And then recently I'm like, girl, you want to collab? And she's like, yeah. I'm like, let's get into it. Okay. So we have a two-parter coming through, or good, us coming soon, I should say. Anyway, this one, which is Who Wants to Be Your Valentine, and on her channel, she's going to be doing Why Do They Want to Be Your Valentine, So watch my reading first for the who, and then go over to her channel for the why they want to be your Valentine. Then the next part in the two-part collab would be me doing Who's Crushing on You, and her doing How Do They View You. So it's going to be a twofer. I hope you, get comfortable. I hope you relax. I hope you enjoy. We have good things coming your way. Thank you again for Tame Mystical Mermaid for collabing with me. Love you, sis. I was about to do the ghetto heart. I've never in my life done this. Love you, sis. See that? That's much cuter. Now, let's get into Who Wants to Be Your Valentine, right? This person could do that because I've never really done that on this channel like that. You know, I've been doing it in the comments, responding to comments. But this person could definitely be that person, or they could do the Korean one, which is just like, you know what I mean? Okay, so who, please spirit, tap me to the energy of my group 2, and who wants to be their Valentine? Who wants to be their Valentine? Please spirit, my group 2s. I'm hearing someone cheeky. This person could be very cheeky, very flirtatious as well. Okay, please spirit, who's calling my phone? Who's calling that? Oh, Playboy, huh? Is it Stacy? Is it Keisha? Oh no, this person has hers? I don't like that. We have the King of Cups. That would make a lot of sense. Even though the King of Cups don't seem the type, right? He seems the more recluse, the more emotionally composed, the more mature. We shall see. We have the King of Cups coming through first and foremost, okay? And it's Coes, whatever. But we have doves coming through here. So someone who's like a lover boy is kind of what I'm getting, right? And it's giving Drake. Wait, hold up now. Wait. King of Cups is Scorpio, and Drake is a Scorpio. Yeah, it's giving certified lover boy vibes. Ugh. Toxic Scorpios, I tell you. I love Scorpios, I do. I'm not even gonna lie. But they have their moments. Here we have the Queen of Pentacles coming through. Interesting. This lady, we already know. I don't know who made this deck, but they made it with the likeness of some celebrities, right? Because this lady, you're not going to tell me it's not Angelina Jolie. Don't piss me off. This person's giving older, more mature vibes, right? More regal vibes. Like someone who's very respected. Someone who's like age like fine wine kind of energy. King of Cups is grown folk energy, and so is Queen of Pentacles. So this person's grown, whether they're a feminine or a masculine coming through, okay? Someone who's very bossy, very much in control, very flirtatious. They have nice lips for sure, because both of them have nice lips. 8 of Coins, someone who's very hardworking. Chiron with the bow, someone who's very healing. They're very intelligent. This person could be in the healing arts, okay? Whether that be spiritually or whether just be someone who's like a doctor, a medical doctor. I'm hearing medicinal, right? Apothecary, like herbs, stuff like that. Here we have a Knight of Coins. Okay. And then we have a 2 of Swords. So indecisive much, huh? We're going to clarify for that. Or someone who is decisive. We shall see. I need a clarifier for that. Because the 2 of Coins is always, but the 2 of Swords is always my indecisive card. But I think it means someone who is decisive. It's someone who has to make a decision following their intuition, not just, you know, their brain or something, or their heart. It has to put both together. Listen to their gut. This person could be at a crossroads, or they're very indecisive about how they feel about you. Excuse me. I be swearing I can't hear that, and then I watch some readings back, and I'm like, they definitely could, okay? But I always say, excuse me, thankfully, because I have manners, okay? But sometimes the air just comes out, I can't help it, okay? Just be glad it's not a big one. I don't really do many big ones, but just be glad, okay? I would never do that to y'all, though, okay? Well, we're all human. Let me expel some air. This person may not care about all that, because I definitely do. I don't want to be watching a reading of somebody toot in and poo in, and, you know, a little belch is fine. A little expulsion of air, cool. But a poot and a toot? No. Please. Pause the video, toot and poot, and come back. Okay? I can't. I beg. All right? There you go. This person may not care, or they care a lot, okay? I'm not getting prude vibe from this person, but this person's like very much prim and proper. If you're going to be belching and tooting and pooting, you need to go. Do it somewhere else, then come back, okay? This person, they don't mess with all that. And I don't blame them, because please, who wants to deal with all that? Okay, can I get a clarifier? What do I want to clarify? The 2 of Swords, please, Spirit. Why the 2 of Swords here? We have the Devil. Interesting. And it's in reverse, though. Interesting. Okay. Can I get a clarify for that Devil in reverse? Please. Is it supposed to be in reverse? We have the 4 of Wands. Okay. So maybe it is supposed to be in reverse. I'm hearing someone who wants to do better by you. So you know what? This makes so much freaking sense if this person is a playboy or a certified lover boy or a reformed playboy. They're like, I do not want to go into this connection with my group 2s or go on a date with them or be their Valentine and treat them the way I treat all my hers. Because like I said, this person has hers. I'm telling you. This Scorpio, they have hers. Whether they're entertaining them or not, there's roster energy coming through here. They have a roster, okay? If they're a woman, they got a few guys on their roster that be feeding them pasta and lobster, okay? But if they're a guy, they have a roster. They're her, okay? Anyway, yeah, the devil in the verse is definitely telling me that they're trying to make a decision where they're not thinking with their, for the linger for my guys. And they're thinking with their intuition, not what's between their legs, right? And then we have the Four of Wands because they want something more stable. They're done with the, playboy energy. They're trying to be. It's kind of hard for them, when you've been doing something for so long, it's hard to do something different. I just heard, okay, good day. Anyway, that's what's coming through. I'm like, wait, why do we have the devil in reverse and the Four of Wands? It's a very contradicting energy, but it's giving this person is a playboy or they're very emotionally closed off and they're trying to figure out how to go about starting something that can blossom and bloom into something more, right? The Four of Wands is not something flimsy and willy-nilly that will kind of wither away the next day or one date and you never see them again. It's kind of giving, I want to build stable grounds, a stable connection, stable love story with this person. You can't do that if you're still in this emotionally closed off King of Cups energy. Okay, so this is definitely someone who's older. Like I said, they could have, oh please, they're seeing the error of their ways is what I heard. Okay, so they've seen the error of their ways. This is someone who's very bossy, very commanding. They may not be the most attractive person around, even though the King of Cups can be kind of dreamy. I'm not even gonna lie, and Scorpios are quite sexy. And like I said, Angelina Jolie, not Angela. Somebody's name here could be Angela. Oh, Jolene could also be a name. I'm begging that you please don't take my man. See, that energy keeps coming through. Sorry. This is getting low-key chaotic. And I can promise you group 1 was not chaotic. So there can be something chaotic about this person's energy or your energy. I don't know. But hey, we're here. We're rocking with it. We're working through it, right? And that could be something they're doing as well. They're working through this chaotic energy or their feelings for you right now. So anyway, Husa. With the Eight of Pentacles, that would make a lot of sense. They're working through their energy. They're just working right now. But back to what I was saying, Angelina Jolie is seen as someone who's very attractive and very desirable, okay? As a celebrity or a woman celebrity, lady celebrity, whatever, just a person in general, one of the most attractive people or they're up there for how people view her, And then we have the King of Cups, which is someone who's like more brooding, more quiet, more reserved. This person's like staring off into space, you know what I mean? Mind their business, right? It's giving the quiet guy all the girls like, right? Toxic, I tell you. Let me stop. Not too much. Like I said, I love a Scorpio. Not too much, okay? Anyway, very attractive. But what was I gonna say? I was going to say something about they may not be the most attractive person around, but yeah, I guess we'll scratch that. They're giving very attractive. I don't know. Yeah, and I got lost in the sauce. I'm telling you. Some of you could be very forgetful. Your person is. This person is. So we're getting into who they are. But anyway, King of Cups, Scorpio energy. Queen of Coins, Queen of Pentacles is like Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy coming through. Then we have the Eight of Coins, someone who's like very diligent. They make things happen, right? No matter how long it takes, step by step. So this person could have been like in your energy for a little minute, working up the courage, right? They have been like setting the seeds, setting the foundation, right? They're not someone who's like jumping into something, not knowing how someone feels or anything. They have been like feeling things out. And now they kind of feel or think you may be interested, then they're going to make a move kind of energy. They're putting in the due diligence, they're putting in the background work to figure out who you are, how many people you've been with, right? Before they come and say anything or do anything, right? Okay, so then we have the Knight of Coins, which is someone who's very patient, someone who's giving me they've been in the background of your life for a minute. So this could be someone you know quite well or someone who you have had situations with before, but it never really went anywhere, right? Because they're such a freaking playboy, it never really went anywhere. They didn't really give the time of day. Interesting. That could have been something they were meant to work through slowly, which is why this could be coming back around now. For those of you, this could be someone you have known for years, or a past lover, whatever you want it to be, right? I don't know what y'all like out there, okay? This could definitely be someone you have been like trying to get out of your head as well. Because I don't know, like I don't have an ear infection, but like my ears are clogged and they have been clogged for the past few days and I'm so annoyed because it's the most annoying feeling ever. I just want to hear clearly and it's like muffled and I'm like shaking my head, doing everything I can to get it out. and nothing's working. So give me some tips, guys, if you have any tips to get it out of my ear, right? Ugh. But anyway, it's like I'm trying to get you out of my head, get you out of my hair, get you out of my whatever, and it just won't go away, right? So you've been trying to get this person out of your head, out of your heart. They've been trying to do the same thing, vice versa, flipping and reverse, however it fits, or both. It could be both of you guys who have been trying to get each other out of each other's heads, but it's not really working that well, okay? And the Two of Swords is like, now you have to make a decision. Do you want to move forward, or do you want to keep up the negative cycle of no contact, or not being able to tell this person how you feel? What's it going to be? Is the kind of energy coming through here for sure. But with the Lion, that's what I was going to say. Someone who's very prideful, very bossy, very commanding. Because lions give me that, you know, with the pride of the pack. You know what I mean? They have like, they think they're the cream of the crop is the vibe coming through. Oh, I get the belt. Okay, can I get a clarify for this King of Cups, please? What more can you tell me about this person who wants to be my group 2's Valentine, okay? It's giving they have a lot of people blowing up their phone, but they just want you. Is that supposed to be a compliment? Yuck. Anyway, clarify the King of Cups for me, please, Spirit. Why is that here for who this person is? Someone who's very deep emotionally. They think a lot, they feel a lot. And one thing about a Scorpio is they take forever to like tell you how they feel. This person could have had a crush on you for freaking years, or it's been a long time, guys. I'm getting that vibe very heavily here because the Scorpio, it takes forever for them to open up or trust or even make a move, and it's giving you have been there at the forefront of their mind every day. They've been obsessed with you for 15 years, and you would never know until they're ready to make you know. Like, that's what I'm talking about, this King of Cups here. Please. But that's what I'm getting for sure. They have been contemplating, thinking, feeling very deeply, borderline obsessed with you, but they've still been effing other hoes. You know? It's the kind of energy coming through with this person. There are still other people screwing around, playing games, but it's like, oh, but you're like the person that I keep thinking about. Yuck. Please. Can I clarify this King of Cups, please? Is there any redeeming qualities at all? They have good credit. I'm getting an email talking about Sephora. I'm pre-approved for a credit card. Yeah, I know that. I've known that for the past how long now, and I don't want one. They have good credit. So there's that. Lord. We have strength. They try to be strong all the time. They could be like, they could have the weight of the world on their shoulders, which is why sometimes they just need those frivolous bonds to, you know, wank one out, or, you know, just do a wham bam, thank you, man. But they just need to like release some of that energy or the emotion. And it like, when they do it, they don't get emotionally attached is the thing about it. Some people can do that. I'll never understand, but they can do it and not get emotionally attached and just keep going about their day. It's supposed to be released for them, you know? But when it comes to you, there's like actual feelings there. They don't want to do the same thing with the Devil in reverse, right? And then we have Nemesis for Two of Swords. Your Nemesis is like, they're not your enemy, but there's someone who's your op. This could be someone who you don't like. That is a big vibe coming through because I don't like them. I'm like, yuck. For the energy coming through. They have redeeming qualities, of course, but majority of what's coming through here, I'm just like, please, not my type, right? This person cannot be your type, and that's just the honest truth about it. They may want to be your Valentine, but they're not your type. You know what I mean? You're kind of like, no, you're a her. You be having all these hers. And I don't want that in my life. You know what I mean? And I'm like, but I still want to. You're like, okay, what's that got to do with me? That definitely sounds like a personal problem. Definitely is a personal problem, not my problem. I gotta clarify for the Queen of Pentacles, but they are someone who's very nurturing and very kind, but they don't show that to everybody because the first card that popped out for them was the King of Cups, which is like a more private island on to themselves kind of energy where you're brooding. They watch, they don't really talk a lot. You know, they don't have a lot to say. Maybe they're scared of rejection kind of energy from you, especially if they're not your type, which is understood, but still. Who wants to be their Valentine? Clarify the Queen of Coins. We have the Seven of Cups. Hespers. They have options. Yeah, we said that already. We know that, Spirit. Can you tell us anything else? They're always daydreaming about you. They could dream about you. You're never far from their thoughts. For you, those of you who know this person, you know who this is. And this is like a past person coming through. They definitely think about you all the time, okay? A song is coming through. Interesting. But it's not fully coming through. Something that I think about you all the time could be in a song, but it's trying to come through, but I can't really. grasp it. Now, since we're here, can I get a clarifier for the 8 of coins? This is someone you've known for a little minute. They put some time into this connection. It could be a friend's, long-term, long-standing. There's been like foundation laid in this connection. The 8 of coins is not something that's like a 3 of pentacles. We're just starting to work together. No, we've been kicking it. We've been talking. We've been in this for a little minute now. This can be someone who you're friends with benefits with as well. I forgot to say that. They're kind of like, I want to be your Valentine. Does that mean they want to be in a relationship now? No, but they want to do right by you, right? Interesting. They don't want to be in a relationship. They want to do right by you. What the heck? The hecky? What the hecky, auntie? Clarify the 8 of coins, please. What have they been working hard at trying to master? This person who wants to be their Valentine. Who this? Okay, new phone. Who this? Wheel of Fortune. Waiting for the right moment, the right time. Waiting for the right moment, right time. That's how it's coming through. Go girl, I think is what it's called, or go girl. The you something IGA certified. Is you gonna make it rain on these thunder thighs? What did she say in the song? Something no kids. Waiting for the right ninja, right time. Something certified. Is you gonna make it rain on these thunder thighs? Whatever. It's what's her name's verse. Lotto. Big Mama. Lotto's verse in that song. That verse is coming through here. Interesting. Yes, that makes a lot of sense though. This person's waiting for the right time. Like I said, you see what's coming through here? This is someone who has been waiting around in the wings for a long time for you. Whether you have been talking throughout the whole time, you have been aware of their feelings throughout the whole time. We have a 10 coming through the Wheel of Fortune. 10 years or more could be a vibe coming through as well. Someone who has been in your life, in your surroundings for at least 10 years now. It's not going to be that long for everyone, right? But for a long ass time, this person has been circling you, waiting in the wings for the right time, right moment, right time. Wow, that's crazy. Interesting. Like I said, exactly with the 8 of coins, it's been a long time, but they've been waiting for the right time to make a move. This is so interesting. I don't understand people like this. I can never wait this long. It could have been even 8 years, could be a vibe. From 8 years on. Others of you, it's not that long, but if you're watching this reading and there's not someone who has been like, caw, like an eagle or like a vulture circling dead remains, I don't think this is your reading if you're still here 20 minutes later. Because the Knight of Coins is someone who's going to wait 10 years for that perfect moment. You have been in relationships. You could have been in boyfriend, boot up, whatever. You could have been married, had kids, broke up, and they're still just circling and waiting. They out here F other people. You do the same thing, and they're still circling and waiting for the right time to be with you. Fate, they're waiting for destiny. This could even be spirit-led. Like, spirit's like, nah, they're not ready yet. Keep them in the wings. They're not ready yet. Keep them there. They're thinking about you. What are you doing? How are they doing? Are they with somebody? Are they effing somebody? While they're effing the people. Please. The ghetto. But anyway, it's giving that energy. I'm very strongly getting that energy. Very ghetto. That's what I'm getting. This person could be like indecisive about coming back in because they're not fully healed yet, or they know you're not going to accept them until they are. All right? Ghetto. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Coins in reverse. Yeah, this is not giving. So the pages represent messages. So this person may not message you, even if they want to be your Valentine. They may not say anything about it. They could. Who knows? It may be different for everyone. But it's giving, like I said, they're deciding right now. So it's kind of like up in the air. Is what I meant to say, right? It's very much giving up in the air. They're not sure if they're gonna do anything yet. Okay. Is you gonna make it rain on these thunder thighs? Somebody here can have thunder thighs. This person could also have the weight of the world on their shoulders, but like I said, with the Strength Atlas card. I'm trying to remember, and it's funny how I was mentioning intuition earlier, and intuition was somewhere here. Yeah, the red flags you ignore now will come back to bite you. Just ignore that part. These cards be saying too much right now. Intuition, they're trying to follow their intuition. They're trying to follow their divine cues, heal themselves, get better, open up, Anyway, I'm gonna say something I forgot. But there's like a rebellious nature to this person, a very much I do what I want, I follow the beat of my own drum, I dance to the beat of my own drum vibe. Because when I'm thinking of Atlas here, I know Atlas was punished by Zeus, as most people were, because Zeus is just like a tyrant, bro. I can't stand him. Um, now that I know more about him, I can't stand him. Anyway, I know Atlas, like Prometheus, they were punished for helping humanity in some kind of way. I do want to maybe read into Atlas a little bit to see what was wrong with him, what happened to him. This is 7. Where's 8? Atlas, the god of endurance. See, endurance. It takes a long time. Sorry, you can't even see endurance, child. Endurance. Like this, it's been a long time coming. I'm telling y'all. You know this person for a long time. Please. It says Atlas was a Titan god who was sentenced to hold the heavens and the sky aloft for eternity after facing defeat in the Titanomachy. That sounds better. Titanomachy? Don't piss me off. Titanomy. Hold on, please. Titanomachy. We'll leave it at that, okay? So he faced defeat and he was, sentenced to hold up the heavens and the sky for eternity. Oh, that's crazy. After facing defeat, there could have been defeat in this connection. They're kind of like now they have been walking around with this weight on them, knowing they failed the connection. They failed you in some kind of way. Wow. Okay. What else can you tell me about who this person is, please, Spirit? Who wants to be their Valentine? And you see how we have 2 like doves. Please, don't piss me off. We have 2 doves circling each other, and this person's like thinking, and he's like looking at one dove, and there's still one dove in the back of his thoughts. It's kind of giving me that 2 people who are like separated. If you can't even see it, let's bring it up a little bit more. 2 people who are separated, 2 doves, soulmates kind of energy. And I'm hearing a song by Prince. I think it's like When Doves Cry. Here we have intuition that actually came out. That's funny. It says the red flags you ignore now will come back to bite you later. This person is giving you red flag energy for real, okay? So I don't know if there's still a red flag, if you're in contact with them, if you've been talking, whatever. Whether you've known them for a long time, there are red flags here for sure, which I'm sure you know if you know who this is. We have a confession. Look at that. Someone has to tell you something, bro. Like I said, in the wings, they're waiting. They want to say something, but they haven't really decided. For everyone, this person may not reach out to you, but it's when they want to, okay? Wow, this person could have a mole on their face somewhere or a beauty mark, or you can. Because for whatever reason, I know it's supposed to be an eye, but this is giving me a beauty mark, okay? Who is this person who wants to be my group 2's Valentine? This is crazy. You're gonna make it rain on these thunder thighs. We have a liar. Be careful if someone's sneaky. Are you calling me a liar? I ain't calling you a truther. Shoo. Here we have moving. Change of residence, moving in with your partner. This could be someone who you live with, okay? Or they move somewhere different. There's like a location difference coming through here, especially with the world coming through an Atlas. They feel like they're holding up all that space between you guys. The distance like eating them up inside. Interesting. We have an air sign. I'm getting like a Buffy Spike dynamic coming through here, where they both like each other, but there's extenuating circumstances that are keeping them apart, as i.e. he's a vampire, she's a vampire slayer, forbidden romance kind of energy coming through, right? Taboo coming through. You're not supposed to fall in love with your arch nemesis. It goes against the natural order of things, all that kind of stuff, right? And I was getting like a very much older vibe from this person. So this person's like very much older, too much older, a lot older, you never know, but it's giving me that vibe. Could have kids, Angelina and them have kids. This person could be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And then we have a spy, so they're definitely watching you. Someone's got their eyes on you. You are doing your research. So you're doing your research. They're doing their research. They definitely are. This person's a Scorpio. They're stalking you. Okay? They could have Scorpio placements, but they're stalking you. They have air sign coming through. Air signs are good at, looking things up and finding information. They're stalking you. It's giving swords energy, where they are the learners. The pentacles are the builders, okay? The cups are the dreamers, right? With the swords coming through, they're the researchers. They're looking things up. They're finding out what they need to do so they could be fixing themselves, okay? Let's see what else comes through in these cards here. Please, Spirit, who wants to be my group 2's Valentine? You could have lived with this person if they didn't move away. and you're not currently living together. We have messenger. So someone is going to message you. This is wild. Stop. Because we have a message here. Oh. We have confession and we have messenger. So you're going to be receiving a message from them. That's crazy. Well, good luck. Here we have a thief. Oh my gosh. What do you mean a thief? That's some stuff. They could have snuck away like a thief in the night. They could have disappeared and never talked to you or reached out. And they're coming back with an explanation. Do you even want one? The ghetto. Yeah, it's giving thief in the night vibes. Or they stole your heart, you stole their heart, whatever you want it to be. It's gonna be different for everyone, y'all. I don't know. Okay, I'm hearing One Direction song, Under the Lights Tonight. You turned around and you stole my heart. Just one look when I saw your face. I fell in love, it took a minute, girl, to steal my heart tonight. Just one look, yeah. Been waiting for a girl like you. There is no other place that I would rather be. Let me stop. Then right here with you tonight, as we lay on the ground, I throw my arms around you. And we can stay here tonight, 'cause there's so much that I wanna say. I wanna say, under the lights tonight. Stole my heart, One Direction. But there was also something else coming through, and I kind of lost it. Oh, Thief by Ansel Elgort. Call me a thief. There's been a robbery. Those two songs are coming through. So this person could have stole your heart and left with it, or you stole their heart and they never got it back to this day. To this day, energy coming through. Here we have a house. So this person could have a house that's coming through. Our house could be important. Interesting how we just have house coming through. And then we have moving, and then another house coming through. Then we have like a heart coming out of the chimney. So house and home, heart. Home to the hearth is, that kind of energy. This person could have a house. Not everyone has a house, okay? So don't try to mock me for saying they have a house. Not everyone has a house. Here we have a friend. This person can be your friend. Some of you could be from group 1, because I feel like what is it called? Knight of Coins came through in group 1, and I thought of group 1, but I didn't say it at the moment. And then we have a letter. Wow. Yeah, I don't know what to say. This person's going to tell you. They're going to reach out and say something to you. We have letter, messenger, we have house. There could be, you could receive flowers at your house. You could receive something asking you to be their Valentine at your house, whatever it may resonate as. Not everyone, this is going to be someone you broke up with and you never heard from, but this is someone who you've known for a long time, especially if it's a friend coming through, and they're going to make their feelings known. That's all you need to know. That's all you need to know. And look at how she's literally holding flowers in the card. This person could send flowers, chocolates, a messenger, an actual messenger to your house, right? Because maybe all they have is your house because you moved somewhere different. This is interesting. Maybe you moved away, they moved away, something like that. I think I said that already. And at the bottom of the deck, we have a sweetheart. And we're talking about who wants to be your Valentine. So this person may ask you to be their Valentine. You may say yes, right? Let's put that there. Now we're going to take the dice that I have here and see what else we can find out about this person. Please, for who wants to be their Valentine. We have the sun coming through, Leo vibes. This dice landed on, it fell on the floor, I'm sure you heard it. This landed on 7th house, which is married. So you could definitely be married to this person, which would make a lot of sense for why you have known them for a long time, kind of energy, right? This could be someone you're married to, or like I said, someone you just have known for a while, okay? But this is like marriage. So we're going to roll it again and see what else comes through. But just want to put that out. 12th house. The hidden house. The house where everything is like obscured and in the dark. We have Taurus energy coming through. So this person could be a Taurus. 12th house. There's like a lot of... Wait, 12th house came through twice? That's crazy. Interesting. We have Uranus coming through. The moon. You saw that happen. We have Uranus coming through. Uranus and the moon. It would be fun if we have the moon and the sun. This would be Cancer and Leo. That could be energy. This could be like sun, moon, rising, or just prominent in their chart, even 5th house. So that's like admirers, romance, dating someone. This could be their 7th house as well. if you know their chart, because not everyone's gonna know their person's chart, right? So yeah, we had Uranus coming through. So it's gonna be like unexpected things. Things are moving in the ethers. What I'm getting for this group here, things are moving, but you can't see them with the Wheel of Fortune energy coming through. That's like fate, destiny. You're meant to be kind of vibes, right? And this person's gonna be coming back around because you were meant to be with them. Okay, Taurus, said that already. Oh, and then it just went to Aries. Interesting. So the Aries Taurus cusp, but this was definitely Taurus. Or that season could be important. It's coming up. So after Valentine's Day, that season could be important. Here we have Gemini. Was it Gemini? Or did I move it? I don't remember, but we'll leave it at that. And then 12th house coming through twice. So yeah, like I said, that hidden secrecy, like psyche coming through, right? You're just like the hidden things. This person is hiding very well. They could be hiding in plain sight as well, is what I'm hearing. But that's what I have for you guys. I hope it resonated. That's who wants to be your Valentine, whether you know them or not, because they're very good at hiding their feelings, right? They're very good at like just being sneaky, not saying anything. Right now, they're making a decision. Like I said, they know if they were to come back in for the past people, where this is a past person, they have to come correct with the Four of Wands that was coming through here, as opposed to their F-boy or unserious toxic ways with the Devil in reverse. Others of you, this is a new person. This person will just move to where you are. That's what I forgot to do. I forgot to pull for how you may know this person. I'm like, I know I'm skipping steps. I was trying to make this reading the same length as group 1, but it may not always be that way because we have more tea to get into. So how may they know this person, please, Spirit? We have Five of Pentacles. Yeah, you left them out in the dust. You broke up with them. You haven't spoken to them in a minute. You could know them from church. You could know them from just outside. You know what I mean? Interesting. How do they know this person? This person wants to be their Valentine. How will they know them? There's no contact for others. Some of you, which is why we have all these freaking cards about talking to them. This could be a friend you met when you were homeless. Like I said, in the community, I'm hearing community outreach. That could be something coming through as well. You could have met this person at a shelter. You could have been volunteering there. We have the Six of Pentacles. Interesting. Charity. Yeah, literally. You were helping someone, like food kitchen energy. You could have met this person there. You guys were both volunteering. I love how we have like a progression. We have Five of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles. Interesting. Slow and steady wins the race, for sure. You've known them for a while is what I'm getting, though. This could be someone you see every weekend or every other day because you guys both work at the same place, right? I'm hearing non-profit, not-for-profit. That could definitely be something coming through as well. That could resonate for you or your person. How do they know this person, please, Spirit, before we move along to group 3? We have the Tower. Yeah, so something happened for sure. There was some destabilization going on in the connection where you guys like had to leave. Or they were just being toxic, and that's it. The Tower card is also the energy of the universe pulling it apart. So it had to end because the universe was like, nah, it's not the time, not the time. And then here we have Two of Wands because of someone moved somewhere different. Okay, so this someone doesn't live where you live. They live somewhere different. You guys could have stayed friends or whatever, and now they're trying to, I guess, be more, who knows. Or they just want to be your Valentine at the very least, okay? So how do you know them? Travel. You could have met them while traveling. Or like I said, they just live somewhere different. Because we have the world coming through twice now. Different culture, background, there's distance, whatever you want it to be. It will be different for everyone. But dang. This could be like a pen pal or something. With the letter coming through. This could be someone who's like in the army at war. Because we have this messenger and he always gives me like uniform and a uniform energy. But yeah, there was something that happened here. They moved away, or you guys broke up, they moved away. Because they were moving away, you broke up. That kind of energy. There doesn't have to be any bad blood here. I was getting much of that, but I was getting like this person was like very secretive about their feelings for you. And you probably didn't know, probably still don't know. Or, you know, whatever the case may be. But yeah, I hope this reading resonated. If it did, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the tribe. We'd love to have you. If you would ever like to book a personal reading, you could always do so using my email in the description box below. Please make sure to go watch the other reading for Why They Want to Be Your Valentine over on Tame Mystical Mermaid's channel. It will be linked in the description box below, and I'll also try to put it in the comments down below as well. Also, stay tuned for our next collab, which will be like a day or two apart, or, you know, which will be, I'll be doing Who's Crushing on You, and she'll be doing How Do They View You? Okay, so keep that in mind. If you want to join the memberships, you could always do so. Have membership on the channel now. You could do that by joining using the link in the description box right above the timestamps, or clicking join wherever you may see join on YouTube when it comes to my channel, right? But I hope you're having a beautiful, wonderful day whenever you're watching this reading. And as always, I will see gorgeous people in the next one. Mwah. Bye. Hello, my gorgeous group threes. Welcome to your reading, and thank you for joining me here today. Today's reading is going to be about who wants to be your Valentine, and it's also a collab with the beautiful, the wonderful, the glorious, Mystical Mermaid. Okay, so I have been watching her videos since like the pandemic, child, when I first started watching tarot readings like seriously. And I would always love her 18 plus readings, her love readings. I was always like real down bad because she always used to incorporate music, and I always loved that as well. Just to, you know, come to start my own channel, and music is very much the basis of the reading, or the readings, I should say. Music is always coming through. And I'm like, I feel like I resonated with her on that level as well. But also we kind of connected recently on TikTok. Well, not recently, like a year or two or so ago. So I used to watch her videos, and she kind of like disappeared for a little bit off of my feed, and then she popped back up like a little bit ago, and I'm like, oh, I forgot my girl, right? And then I think we ended up following each other on TikTok, and then we were like became mutuals. We would always like, you know, support and all this kind of stuff. And I'm like, you know what? It became like more interactions over, you know, the months and I guess like a year or so. And I'm like, you know what? Let me reach out to her and ask if she want to do a collab. And that's how this was born. So my girl, Tay, if you watching, love you. But anyway, I'm going to be going over who wants to be your Valentine. She's going to be going over why do they want to be your Valentine. So you can watch mine first, hers first, however you got here. Welcome. Thank you for joining us here today. And just know we have another collab coming up, like not too long after this one. So keep on the lookout for that one, okay? But anyway, let's get into who wants to be your Valentine, okay? Your person can be very funny, okay? Because I don't know why. I took a break between group 2 and your group because I needed a little breaky break. I like to take breaks now because I start falling asleep and getting tired. But I have a lot of energy today. It could be because I was doing nothing for the past 5 days because it's been like snowing in New York. And I was just like in the hizzy, not really doing anything, but I can't really record readings at home because there's never like any space for me to do so. But anyway, that's enough yapping. I was watching a video on Facebook, and it had me dying of laughter. So this person could be very funny because I could still feel the laugh in my stomach. You know, when you laugh so hard and that you're talking, you still feel the tickle in your stomach. That's how I'm feeling right now, okay? So this person is definitely someone who is funny, or they could be funny. Let's see what the cards say. Please Spirit, tap into the energy of my group threes. We have the 10 of Cups. Wow, that's a beautiful card. This is like a very serene, very happy person. I'm not really sure how it's supposed to fall, so I'm going to close my eyes and flip it again. 10 of Cups in reverse. Interesting. Oopsie, but it's moving. You know what? The 10 of Cups like that. And we'll leave it like that for now. Whew. We have the 4 of Cups in reverse. Interesting. The Hermit. Yeah, I was going to say this person's kind of hard to read. Yeah, because they kind of keep to themselves. That would make a lot of sense. The 4 of Cups in reverse. Someone who was much dating averse, love averse before, but they're kind of like wanting to dip their toe back in a little bit is what's coming through here for this person. They're dating averse. They could be happily ever after averse. They could be happily ending averse, kind of eventually don't really believe in that kind of stuff. Could be something coming through. Please Spirit for my group threes. We have the 2 of Wands. They could be more so focused on like travel and themselves, you know. They're more so self-focused kind of person right now. Or right now, I heard, okay. So right now, they're more so traveling. Maybe they're looking to settle down a little bit now. Can I get a clarifier? At the bottom, we have the 3 of Coins, the Morai. These are the fates. So maybe where they're at in their life right now, their time is nigh to like settle down and get married and have kids and date, you know. And they're kind of seeing you as that person who they want to do that with. But this is just who wants to be your Valentine, right? It doesn't have to be anything too serious, too deep already, right? Yeah, this person is kind of giving me like feelings averse. They don't gotta be anything too deep. You know, they can be a commitment phobe a little bit, right? And it's funny because right before I was like doing your reading as well, I was sharing basically the red flags and the green flags of your personality based on the date you were born. And I was on Facebook again and I was like reading it and I'm like, ooh, don't call me out like that. I'm innocent, right? They were reading me the filth and I said to my best friend, like, girl, if I gotta be triggered, so do you. Okay? If I gotta feel attacked, so do you. So one of the things it said based on my birthday was that I always have like 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Like I have like commitment issues and I'm like, ooh, not too much. I don't think I do, but it might be. I don't know. Anyway, that could be something about this person has like commitment issues. They're like, I don't know about all that, right? We have 10 of freaking pentacles in reverse, bro. This is the freaking, yo. Can I get a clarifier for these two cards, please? Are they meant to be upright or in reverse? Because now y'all pissing me off. Because that is the craziest synchronicity, bro. Now we have the Hangman in reverse. Yeah, this person's kind of like, maybe they're coming a little bit out of their shell. They're dipping their toe back into the dating scene. You know what I mean? One more card to clarify these two tens, please, Spirit. Why are they here? And can you clarify them? Are they meant to be upright or in reverse? Because this is wild. Then we have the Seven of Wands in reverse. Yeah, this person wants to let down their guard a little bit. Oh, how sweet. So they want to let down their guard, okay? So maybe they were averse before, but now they kind of want this, like, family dynamic. They want to fall in love, okay? Interesting, interesting. Okay, so yeah, these are meant to be in reverse. Heard that. And now we have the King of Swords. That would also make a lot of sense. This person feels like emotionally removed. And then we have the King of Cups. The King of Cups and the Queen. I'm sorry. The King of Cups and the King of Swords is like a very crazy pair. Then we have the World in reverse. Yeah, this person could like, I don't know, they could have been looking outside of themselves for validation or looking outside of themselves for fulfillment. They could have been traveling, looking for fulfillment and traveling. They could have been running away from something or their feelings. This could be running away from this connection if this is someone you know or you feel like you know this person already. But it's definitely giving me someone who is a little bit composed and they're hard to read for sure. The Hermit card, King of Swords, and the King of Cups is very much someone who keeps to themselves a lot of the time. They're not an open book. That's one thing I can tell you about this person. The World card is like someone who's like accomplished at the end of a cycle kind of energy. But I'm not really getting those meanings for this card in this particular instance. I'm getting that they spent a lot of time searching inside, like self-searching, like traveling, trying to find their meaning in the world, and it's like it's always been inside of them. So it's like they were running for something, chasing something, looking for something, but that was always inside of them. And they finally realized, hey, it's always been in me. I'm every woman, it's all in me, or I'm every man, it's all in me, whatever you want it to be. There's something about that, not rhymes, bars. So they were like spending so much time running, and now they're just like sitting down. The Two of Wands is like running, chasing, plotting, wanting to get something. This person like chasing money as well, is what I just heard. But we don't really have any pentacles coming through, which is crazy. So they've been in the wind for sure with the Wands. There's someone who's very passionate, right? They see something they want, they go after it. So that's one thing you wouldn't have to worry about this person. They're very much a chaser when it comes to what they want. So we have the King of Swords, Uranus. They're very control freaky, okay, just to let you know, because Uranus was, I think that is one thing that like led to his downfall. He was too controlling, okay? Yeah, it was him, because I think it was Gaia. Funnily enough, Miss Gaia here, they're counterparts here. So we have counterpart energy coming out. They're husband and wife in Greek mythology, okay? And she helped her kids plot against him because he wouldn't let her do anything. He was too controlling of her. So this person is quite controlling. They could be trying to let that go because this is like Gaia freeing herself in a way in reverse, okay? Okay, interesting. So they found some kind of freedom. They unshackled themselves as the vibe was coming through. Who this person is. Very interesting so far. Okay. Yeah, then we have the King of Cups upright. So we like that as well. Someone who's like competent at least. They know how they're feeling and they know how to like keep in touch with their emotions. They're not someone who like runs away from their feelings. I'm hearing anymore. Okay. There was a song that was coming through for a second. And I don't want to be here anymore. What song is that? Anymore. Huh. This is a song that has Any More in it that was coming through, but I can't think of the artist or the name right now. Maybe it'll come through again, but maybe not. Who knows? Okay. But then we have the King of Cups, which is Scorpio energy. So we have Scorpios on the board. We have Virgos on the board. We have Pisces on the board. Anything else? King of Swords is Aquarius. The World is the fixed signs. I'm hearing Sagittarius as well. Is that the heater? I'm like, what is that noise? I hope you don't hear that. Please, shut up. This person could be someone who, like I said, is always traveling. They're not really at home. So how do they know y'all? That's my next question that we're gonna ask. Like, how do you know this person? To be a little bit clearer about when it gets to like Tate's reading, and she's asking why they want to be your Valentine. It kind of makes a little bit more sense why, because how you know them and from where, right? But yeah, King of Cups, Scorpio. And yeah, I don't know. Someone who has probably never been in a connection. I'm getting that energy very strongly with the Ten of Cups in reverse and the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. They've never had like a long connection. They've been single for a long time, child. Or their whole life, right? And it could be because they're always in the wind or they never want to settle down. Like I said, that kind of came through in the beginning as well. But yeah, this person's like a little harder to read than I feel like group 1 and group 2 was. So your person's harder to read. I think I said that like a closed book. Okay. Can I get a clarifier for the Hermit? Why is the Hermit here? So someone who's very much like philosophic, deep thinking, deep feeling kind of person. They're always seeking greatness. They're always on like a journey of self-improvement, which is probably why they were always focused on themselves and not love, right? Can I get a clarifier for the Hermit card? Why is that here? You've already established they've been a free bird for a long time. King of Coins in reverse and the Hierophant in reverse. I kind of just wanted one card. Why is the Hermit card here? But all the settling down cards, Hierophant and the King of Pentacles, coming out in reverse because someone who's free, they've never been tied down. These are too many cards, Spirit. Can I get one card to clarify the Hermit, please? One card to clarify the Hermit. Why is that here? The 8 of Coins. Yeah, they're always working. This person's more so worried about like their money and themselves right now, or just in general. But then why wouldn't it be your Valentine? Where you know them from? That's what we need to get into. I think I need to know where you know them from. We have the 3 of Wands, so traveling. Maybe, you know, getting out there. I don't know why I'm in that noise. Sorry. They were probably like stuck in my throat. So there could be something stuck in this person's throat. They haven't told you how they felt because they're like a little bit more emotionally removed than most people are. You know, they're more so like success and fulfillment and reading and becoming better and, you know, psychoanalyzing themselves and spirituality, and they're not really focused on love and romance and trying to figure out if you like them back. They like you, yeah, they want to be your Valentine, yeah, but do they care enough to make it known? I don't know. We'll figure that out. But 3 of Wands and how you know this person, or clarifying the Hermit and the 8 of Coins, this just flew out. I didn't really ask a question, but it's here. This is definitely giving me someone who is moving in your direction, at least. They're moving your general direction because we have the 2 of Wands coming through, Asclepius, and then we have the 3 of Wands. I'm hearing focus on who these people are. Okay, so give me a second. So these two, since they're just coming out randomly, we're going to look into Asclepius, which I really know a little bit about. I think he's the one that Zeus, like, unalived with a thunderbolt because he learned how to defeat death. He learned how to bring people back from the dead, okay? And Zeus was like, nah, sir, not on my watch. There's someone that's very passionate, though. They're very, like, ambitious, very driven, very goal-oriented, because we have all these wands coming through. So we have Asclepius, or Asclepios. He's the god of medicine. So this person could definitely be a healer, for sure. And they were more so focused on self-improvement and themselves and traveling and getting to know who they were, than focusing on love. So we have that coming through. But it said a favorite son of Apollo, so someone who's very creative as well. Asclepius was taught medicine by his father and the centaur Chiron, right? So yeah, healer. Oh, how cute. He became so skilled he could bring back the dead, and Zeus punished his crime. Don't piss me off. Against the natural order by destroying Asclepius with a thunderbolt. He was placed among the stars as the constellation of Ficus or Fiacus. His staff is today's symbol of medicine, is often mistaken for the similar caduceus of Hermes, right? So risen is planning, making decisions, discovery, and progress, okay? So Asclepius and his and his intense desire to learn and unparalleled skills in his field are here to help you with your own skills. Why can't I read, please? Okay, 𝐴nke. I think we need to read about her. I don't even know much about her. Then we have 𝐴nke, goddess of inevitability, compulsion, and necessity. This person could have OCD, obsessive compulsive disorder, I think is what it's called, and necessity. 𝐴nke was a primordial goddess who was self-formed at the dawn of creation. She was self-formed. You heard that? This is a self-made person. I love that. Entrepreneur vibes, for sure. As a member of the Moirai, or the Fates, she was the only one who could control their actions and therefore direct fate of all gods and mortals. She's the one who writes fate. It's giving oracle. It is giving, like, high priestess. The Hierophant was coming out as well. King of coins. Someone who's more responsible. How can I say it? Like, they are more duty bound than most people are. They're more so here focused on how they can help people, move forward the collective, be a better person, that kind of energy, more so than love, or maybe that was like a back burner when they wanted love, but it wasn't like their mission in life is to help move forward, right? This is a very interesting person already. But yeah, she's one of the Moirai. It makes sense. I'm like, they said read about the person, read about who they are. That will help you learn who this person is. Yeah, they're very spiritual, a deeply spiritual person, a deeply spiritual human being. Okay, more so focused on work, mastering what they already know. Helping humanity in some kind of way. The King of Swords are more so worried about, research and, reading and learning and gaining knowledge on certain things, right? They're more so, they can be like very much a control freak and they want to control everything that happens around them, but you can't always do that, right? And then we have 𝐴nke. She's one of the Fates. She was self-formed at the dawn of creation. Nobody made her. She made herself. So, oh yes, self-made. We love this. And she's the only one who can control their actions and therefore direct the fate of all gods and mortals. So, wow, this person's like, it's giving like primordial, actually. It's giving someone who's very powerful, right? Like I said, they're not really worried about love, or love is not something that like keeps them up at night. They're more so worried about themselves, and others. Interesting. So that would make a lot of sense if they are someone who's like more emotionally closed off, okay? So like I said, we have Uranus coming through here, and Uranus is someone who's like, or the energy of Uranus is someone who's like very unpredictable. You can't really understand what's happening next, what they're going to say next, what they're going to do next, okay? Then we have the world Gaia. We have something here about protecting, nurturing, that kind of energy. So a protector you have here. And like I said, someone who's been single for a long time. They, like, I wouldn't say aren't worried, but love and falling in love isn't their like mission, isn't their fate. It's something else. I think it's like people, right? Okay, what comes after this portion of the reading? I'll be forgetting. We did these cards next. A King of Cups is someone who's very compassionate, very empathic, very, very deeply tapped in. He is the master of this realm of emotions and creation and the arts. You know what I mean? Like the birth of things. This person's always creating something. This person can be very creatively inclined because Asclepius, who we read for, is a son of Apollo. And Apollo is like arts, music, song, writing, poetry, stuff like that. So this person's a son or a daughter of Apollo. So they're like, this person could definitely be like an artist or something, and they're more so focused on becoming famous or putting their music and creations out there than more so love. Or let me stop saying they're not focused on love. I'm getting that vibe very strongly, but love is not their true mission in life. Their life is, they're here with a purpose. This person who we were watching for, they have a purpose in life, and it's not like focused around love and family and building that kind of energy. Some people are here to build relationships and have families and have kids and have that life. This person is here to do great things. They can't just be focused on love, you know? That could be, so if you're someone who's watching this reading, this could be your energy coming through, so you could be mirroring this person, because someone who's like very powerful and meant to do great things isn't supposed to be with someone who's like mediocre. No shade. So if you're watching this, you're not someone who's mediocre. You also have a mission, and whatever that mission is kind of leading you towards each other. So you may not have met this person yet, I'm kind of getting that vibe. This could be someone kind of like out there in the ether. They want a Valentine in theory. They may not know the Valentine they want is you, but in theory, they kind of want someone to spend the holiday of love with. And they're like, I wish I had this kind of person. And the person in their mind is you. This is like more so conceptual than anything else. So you can know this person. For those of you who this resonates for, is you know this person and they're like, oh, I don't know who that is, right? That's Tyrone up the block. You know what I mean? That could definitely resonate for you. But I'm more so getting the concept of a Valentine, how they would want their person to be. And if they were to create their perfect Valentine, it would be you. Is also a vibe that I'm getting as well. So some of you, half and half, may know this person. Others of you may not know this person as well at all, okay? That's what I'm getting. But it's like someone with a big purpose like this cannot just be with anybody. So if you find yourself as someone who like finds it hard to find people or be in relationships or find people who you're on the same level with, it's because you're meant to be with someone greater, and you don't meet someone great like this every dynasty. Like the Emperor Shang at the end of Mulan. He's like, you don't meet a girl like her every dynasty. You may go get her, okay? And then he went and got her. So it's like that kind of energy, you know, like diamond in the rough, needle in a haystack kind of vibe. So when you meet someone like this, it's kind of like, oop, they kind of grab onto you. And that's why this person like likes you, or you're vibrationally matched with this person, because you guys are that same, you're cut from the same cloth. You could both be children of Apollo. You guys could both be into music, art, that kind of energy, you know? Yeah. Okay, anyway, I feel like this is getting too woo-woo. Let's bring it back down a little bit. Okay, who this person is. Very driven, very trustworthy, very compassionate, very empathic, like we were saying. Someone who's always searching for answers. Wow, look at that. They come and mess things up. Is there anything else I want to read for? I don't think so in this deck. So let's just do that and fix this really quickly. Okay, so we fixed that. This is definitely the kind of person that when they come into your life, they leave your life better than when they found it, you know? I think that looks good. So let's get into these cards here and figure out who this person is. At the bottom of the deck, I'm hearing they'll be back, or I'm seeing they'll be back. Sorry. I was hearing it as well. I'm hearing you'll be back soon, you'll see. You'll remember you belong to me. This person has a strong gravitational pull to them, right? Okay, who is this person who wants group 3 to be their Valentine? Please, Spirit. Who is this person? Oh my, we have move on. Someone is unavailable, waste of time, it's over. This person can be a little bit emotionally unavailable, which I think kind of went, which I think we kind of went over a little bit in the beginning. Love isn't one of the huge focuses of their life, or they want this beautiful 10 of Cups kind of love and 10 of Pentacles kind of love. And if they don't have that, they're gone. That's what they're waiting for. You know, their great love story. I'm hearing with great power comes great responsibility. So we have Spider-Man coming through, Uncle Ben. This person could be like wise for their age. I do believe that even though Spider-Man's like one of the more young, hip, relatable superheroes, he's also someone who's quite wise. You know, he had to go through a lot. Not that every villain doesn't have their, not villain, excuse me, please. Not that every hero doesn't have their redemption arc, or, you know, what is it called? You know, their beginning story, right? Their story arc, whatever you want to call it. But his is like very, you know, he lost his parents and he lost his uncle and all this kind of stuff. And he had a lot on his shoulders at like 16, 17 years old, right? So he had to be like a wise soul at such a young age, and with great power, which he was given when the snake bit him, comes with great responsibility. So this person could have been given like a lot of responsibility on their shoulders at a young age, and it's something they've had to like, you know, navigate in their lifetime, okay? Which is why there's someone who's not just looking for any old thing. They're looking for something special, something great, because they deserve something great, right? And now I'm kind of hearing something great by One Direction coming through. So this person is like waiting for that thing. So if they're looking at you as their Valentine, whether in spirit or as a concept or in real life, and you know them, just know that it's special to this person. It's not just any old thing. They don't give their heart away all willy-nilly, as we have already, established. So if they like you want to be your Valentine, it's not something that's like, oh, they're throwing it away and saying, yeah, that's my Valentine. They put a lot of thought into it, okay? Here we also have vacation. You will be traveling soon. Look what I was saying. You could be traveling around Valentine's Day and you meet this person, they want to be your Valentine. It's kind of like not giving fling, but it's giving unexpected meeting. You meet on the fly. It wasn't planned kind of thing. Because I did say that this person's giving like they're always traveling. They weren't really worried about love, or they're still not a little bit, because they're always out in the wind. They're always, getting better. The World card, 3 of Wands, 2 of Wands gives me travel. Someone who has like the weight of the world on their shoulders, or they have like this vision of what they want their life to be, and they're not going to stop until they get it, And that takes a lot of hustling and bustling. And that leaves little room for love. So this person's out here hustling and working and mastering, with the 8 of Pentacles coming through down here. Okay, especially with the Hermit. They're like, you may never be able to reach them or talk to them because they're always like doing work or something. Here we have Gold Digger. They may have some money and they have to deal with gold diggers. They want your money being used. This person could like deal with just being used. It doesn't have to be for money, okay? This person could deal with being used, I feel like, is what's coming through here. Because they shine so bright and there's someone who's so unique. And they're like, when people see that, they're like, I know you're special. I need to suck you dry. I want to suck your blood kind of energy. You know what I mean? Oh, this person can put on accents. That was funny. I want to suck your blood kind of energy. This person could suck blood. Freaking no. I'm hearing this person the eater. Please, I can't. I don't need to know this. I think this person has to deal with a lot of people wanting a lot of things from them. And they're very much a giver, I feel like, with the Virgo coming through and the Hermit card. They're very much a giver when they realize, or when they decide you're worth their time. Interesting. So very selective, choosy kind of person. Please, Spirit, can we continue to clarify the message? Why are we at 26 minutes already? This is crazy. I feel like I just started. Where does the time go? Here we have Liar. Be careful of someone sneaky. This person is very careful of people who are sneaky and just uses them for what they want. They've dealt with a lot of liars in their life, I feel like. I'm not getting this person's a liar. That could resonate for some of you, but these cards be a little too, you know what I mean? Be careful of someone sneaky. Okay. None of the cards, none of that came through in these cards here. So I'm just like, y'all be saying stuff. Just to say it in the cards, right? But it's definitely given this person has had to deal with many a liar in their time. I heard keep pulling, okay, intimacy, actual chemistry, reminiscing. I can see what it said. I don't gotta say it. This person is very compatible with you in that way. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not even gonna hold them. Like I said, Eater was coming through all that stuff. Very compatible, very much a giver in the bedroom for sure. Good kisser is what I'm hearing. Okay. Please, Spirit, who is this person that wants to be their Valentine? And we have a water sign. It says Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, as you can tell or see. Or no, I'm hearing this person could have all the clairs, clairaudience, clairvoyance, claircognizance, clairsentience. Okay. That is it for that. What is the next part of the reading? We're going to get into how you may know this person. That is the number one question here. That wasn't clear to me. I don't know if it was clear to y'all who this person could be. I still need to know more. These cards over here acting up. You. You have one more time to act up. Oh, you see the cards playing in my face? Act up, you can get snatched up. Just know that. I need one more shuffle because that was not it either. Please, don't piss me off. What the heck, 𝐓𝐿𝐴, is going on with these cards? What did I say? Okay. This person needs a stern talking to. Yeah. I think this is. You thought so, didn't you? Not on my watch. Is it the phone or the stand? Because don't piss me off. Anyway, okay. How do they know this person? Like, a lot of things going on in your reading. Things falling, cars getting a little messed up. Interesting. I'm hearing divine timing. Like I said, some of you haven't met this person yet, but when they meet, they're going to know automatically that they want to be a Valentine kind of energy. Here we have a Queen of Swords. You can know this person online through research. I'm hearing the library could be coming through as well. School is also an energy coming through where you learn knowledge. An online forum could be a thing coming through as well. I'm hearing a seminar or a talk. Somebody could like travel for work and have to go to like a lot of seminars or conferences, and you just hear a lot of people talking. You know what I mean? How do they know this person? Please, Spirit, this person who wants to be their Valentine. How do they or how will they know this person? We have the moon. Ooh, you're not supposed to know? Yeah, it's giving me that kind of divine timing, divine intervention kind of energy, that plot, where you're not supposed to know how or when or where. It's just an interesting reading. You haven't met them yet for a lot of you, okay? Keep that in mind. This person, like I said, you're just still a concept in their mind. You may meet them before Valentine's Day or not, but you are someone's manifesting you. We have the Four of Pentacles in reverse. For how you met someone, how you know them. Four of Pentacles, interesting. I'm hearing a bank for some of you. I'm hearing a chat somewhere. Very interesting. The Four of Pentacles in reverse. How can that translate to you where you know them from? We have the Nine of Wands. Okay. But okay. I'm hearing a doctor's office could be a vibe. This person could be the doctor you're going to see. Very, very small, very few of you that will resonate for. Because doctors aren't really supposed to be out here canoodling with patients, ain't they? They're not. I know that much. We have the Ace of Pentacles at work for others of you, or a new career opportunity. A new business venture. Like the bank, that's coming through. Maybe you go to the bank to get a loan, and one of the people there, you meet this person at the bank because they have money too. We have 10 of Pentacles coming through. This person could have like a lot of money or something like that, you know? And you're going to get a loan. They're going to see how much money they have and whatever. You guys meet, you know? That's what's coming through as well. Interesting. Maybe someone you can go to someone you get a financial advice from. Because the Four of Pentacles is someone who's really good at saving money, you know? Or they're trying to be. They're very stingy at least. And they're very good at keeping their money and not letting it go. So if it has to do with how you meet someone at a place where they help you save money instead of, you know, spending it, right? And then we have Ace of Pentacles, which is like a gift. So this is giving gift from the universe. So that's also what's coming through as well. Like, you're not going to know when it's going to happen. It's going to be like just a random boop, here that person goes, right? Then here we have the Two of Pentacles up, and it's kind of like it's still up in the air. It's like a decision that hasn't been made yet, is what I'm hearing. That's very interesting. Ew, okay. A decision that hasn't been made yet. So it's like a trip you haven't planned yet. It's like a conference you haven't been invited to yet. It's a job you haven't been given yet, where you meet this person that's like, it's still a little bit up in the air, right? That's so interesting. A place you haven't been, that kind of thing. Then we have a freaking King of Swords to clarify the Queen of Swords. Yeah. These two, where would they work? They would work in law. So someone like a lawyer or something could definitely be something you meet at a law office, a law conference, a school. Kings and queens are like of the swords energy does give you teacher a lot of the time as well. This person could be a teacher. So you meet them at a school. They could be the speaker, public speaker kind of energy. They're giving the seminar, whatever you want it to be. This person could be a teacher who's teaching an online class or topic or subject online, and you meet them there, right? They're like online school could be a thing as well. This person could be the teacher or the student, like I said. Interesting. A politician could also be a vibe coming through as well. You know what I mean? It's definitely giving like up in the air somewhere. Like I said, someone who may have a little bit of means to them, and you meet at the bank somewhere, or you go to consult, do money consulting or whatever. How do I keep my money? Or put it away and save it kind of energy. And this person's like there, and you meet them there. Okay, let me use this deck here. This deck gives me a lot more information on who this person could be. Like, I don't know why this reading got so long. I pulled out this deck, and for whatever reason, reunion was turned over. So that could definitely be a thing as well. You can already know this person for some of you. Okay, please, Spirit. How do they know this person? How do they know this person? Who is this person? Please, Spirit, who is this person? Who is this person that wants group 3 to be their Valentine? We have love. Look at that, Cupid. That's the universe just coming in like, bloop, making you guys fall in love. On the street, on the train, on a plane, in your brain. Let me stop. Here we have surprise. Look! You're not supposed to know. I told y'all it's giving that you don't know this person yet. And they're just out there like, I wish I had this, and this is Valentine. And they're like, I don't know who this person is. There's no name. There's no face. I just want this kind of person. And not even know that they're describing you. And you just meet this person and there you go. Others of you, this is a doctor. What the bumba? What did I say? Don't, hey now. Don't play with me. What did I say? Okay. Here we have a merchant. Look at that. Someone who has their own business. They're selling things. Entrepreneur vibes. Period. Some of you could already be in love with this person as well, if that resonates for you. This is wild. We have a reunion actually coming out. Yeah. So someone you could already know, you've met before, you're going to be reunited again. They're going to be like, oh, I know you from somewhere. Yeah, we met at this conference and so-and-so. We met on this trip and so-and-so. And they're like, yeah. How you been? And then it just leads to something else. They ask you out. This is so interesting. So maybe someone you charmed. I'm hearing charmed, I'm sure. Someone you met briefly a while ago or recently is still thinking about you, and you may just bump into each other again randomly somewhere. And they're like, wait, don't I know you? Trying to act sly, but they really do remember you. And that kind of thing. I like this. This is very cute. In case you were wondering. Very cute in my opinion. And then we have a wedding. So you can meet at a wedding. Okay, you could be marrying this person, who knows? But you could meet at a wedding. That could be something you end up going, you meet at a wedding you haven't been invited to yet. That kind of energy coming through. Wow, this is so interesting. Okay, let's get some dice and see what comes through in the dice, please, Spirit, for my group 3s. Who wants to be their Valentine? We have Aries coming through. This person could be an Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising. I'm also hearing Venus and Mars. So here we have 8th house. Someone who's very intense, for sure. Very dedicated. Very like Phoenix rising kind of energy. Phoenix rising from the ashes. We have 8th house, which is Scorpio vibes coming through, which should come through in the King of Cups. Here we have Cancer energy coming through, cute. We have the moon coming through again, Cancer energy coming through again, which is cute. So they can have a Cancer moon, a Scorpio moon, an Aries moon. Interesting. Here we have North Node. Look at that destiny, someone you were meant to meet. And then we have the fates coming through here. This is beautiful, actually. I wasn't expecting all this. And then we have 11th house. This is online as well. So you could definitely meet this person online somewhere on a forum, in a chat, in a group, at a, class you take, Very interesting. Do we have any other planets? Are we missing a dice? No, oh yeah, the planet would have been, we got North Node. Yeah, for some of you haven't met this person yet, and you are still to meet them because they're your fate, they're your destiny, right? And there's somewhere out there in the world wanting to be your Valentine. Doesn't mean you're gonna have Valentine, just to put that out there, but you could meet them before Valentine's Day, who knows? But if you're meant to go to a wedding, or you're supposed to meet up with the old friend for coffee or something, you know what I mean? Keep that in mind. But that's what's coming through here. This is very interesting. I like this a lot. So like I said, they can have a Scorpio moon, Cancer moon, or Aries moon. A lot of 11th house placements, right? Aquarius vibes coming through. But very interesting. Very impulsive, go-getter energy, very transformative, very intense, right? They're also very caring, very intuitive. Like I said, they care deeply. And they do have like a deep hidden side to them, because the moon represents that sometimes as well. So we have that. That's what we have for you. That's who wants to be your Valentine. I hope it resonated. Make sure to go figure out why they want to be your Valentine over on Tame Mystical Mermaid's channel. That will be linked in the description box below or in the comments, whichever one, both, who knows. But yeah, if you want to book a reading with me, you can always do so using my email in the description box below. If the reading resonated, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, join the tribe, hype the video if you feel called to do so. If you ever want to join the membership on the channel, you can always do so clicking join next to my photo on YouTube, or you can just go to the link in the description box below, right above the timestamps. The link will be there as well. But yeah, I hope you're having a beautiful, wonderful day whenever you're watching this reading. And as always, I will see you gorgeous people in the next one. Mwah. Bye.